week 11, and we have Madden football for you with, of course, the Green Bay Packers versus, I believe, the Seattle Seahawks. So, let's get to it. Get road win, 150 rush yards, allow 250 yards or less.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
All right, so we received first.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson.
There we go. Nice, good first down.
A very
Quite a bit of
solid
yards
gain
there.
of 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy
Only
catching the ball, he'll get all the
250
credit.
yards there?
But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive
One of the
linemen.
goals.
That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go! What?
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver.
I think I hit 2 buttons at once.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this
Okay,
list
so we're at
before the game
50%.
down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
33%.
Another throw.
Mom, gotta get better than
this
this.
one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go!
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
What is with this horrible throwing today?
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down.
We're going to make better moves than that.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
All right, let's see if we can do something here.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver.
106.
It's third down. These two teams
They're
met
doing
in week
horrible
1 a
tonight.
year ago, and that went to the Packers in a slugfest 17-9. Now remember, they also met in the NFC title game of the 2014 season. It was the Seahawks who prevailed there 28-22 on a Jermaine Kearse touchdown catch in overtime. And Adams has it
There we go.
complete.
Finally
And
something.
they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. What a spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Here we go.
They run, Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of
lost
scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs.
Gotta do something here, boss
but the
man.
best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended
Second,
target.
I thought he was going to
That
catch
takes
it.
us from
3 of
second
it
to
10.
third down.
Oh,
But keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interceptions.
There we go.
It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie. When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Get the next one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
finally.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
There we go, touchdown.
It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick.
And we finally made it above 50% on the completions. All right, we have it back.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, able to avoid him. And now running right through it. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Fuck's sake.
That's going to go as a loss of
Lost
a
us
full 8
yards.
And it sets him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle
there we go.
There as he pulls it in.
Got our first down.
A very solid gain of 27.
Good job, Henderson. Or Ederson.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Hey. Let's go.
Montgomery on the counter. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
4.
And Justin Coleman brings him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Let's go. Grand 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go. 9.
He'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery.
Come on, get us the first down. There we go.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50. To give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's fine by me. We're in the lead at the moment.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing
Oh,
good.
for fuck's
He's
sakes.
immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, you got
It was
0.
Jaron Reed who got him
nothing.
down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
3 of 300.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken
injured.
up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I think that is a lost guy.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And we lost.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now
Damn it.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really
we're going to go for the
to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance
field
to kick
goal,
a
I guess.
by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this
Should have
spot
just
in the field.
let
He's
it
got
go
to be
to
upset he
2-minute
couldn't
warning.
come up with that INT.
All right, so we got our field goal. We got it back before the end of the half.
Offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I have no problem with them taking a timeout.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I guess we'll punt it.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Oh, his name does have an N in it. So I was right the first time, Henderson. All right. I was hoping to get some yardage.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Come on, let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football.
Come on, guys. We
If
got to do
someone's trying to
something
throw
here.
the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll set up to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best
It's only 3
players
yards,
into
boss.
space with the
Come
football
on.
in their hands.
3 yards.
That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
What do you want, boss? 3 yards. 3 yards. Seriously? You're going to punt it over 3 yards? I guess it was at the 20. So in the second half now. We got their touchdown.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
All right, let's
Certainly
take
want to
this
avoid what
serious,
they had to
boys.
do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock.
There we go.
Possessions. In
There
this
we
case,
go.
You might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
1 yard, that's
Call it a
it.
1-yard gain on the play,
Jeez.
and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he'll get up near the
There we go.
45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
God damn it, we're gonna punt.
Linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in
We're gonna
coverage
let them
and
get a
knock it
chance.
free.
Fuck's sakes.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out.
All right. Our defenders better do something. Get back to their game that they had the first half.
And Green Bay
Over.
getting ready to go as they take the
I want they
field.
punted it
Now, if
to
you're a
us.
fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during
Oh,
the
there
course
we
of an
go.
actual
I thought they were going to
This has
block
turned
it
into a field
or
position
intercept
game,
it.
though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Come on, get us some yards at least.
6 yards on
quit
the
your
pickup,
fighting.
and it'll be 2nd down.
and a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh,
He
fumble
lost
shit.
the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken
There
in
we
by
go.
Henderson.
Good job.
And he'll be
First
brought
down.
down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore
Automatic first
how
down.
you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll hand it off now. Williams.
Oh,
It's
so
a
close.
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
The give is to Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
There we
They'll
go.
Take this into the end
Got a
zone for a
rushing
Green Bay
touchdown.
touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in
I
this
knew we
3rd
would get
quarter,
it that
capping it
way.
off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with
Good job on the extra. We're up 10 again. Let's go back with coach's suggestions. One of 3 rushing touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his
Oh,
throw's
for
gonna
fuck's
be
sakes, buddy.
incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go! What? 90!
They'll look to throw here. And he almost had it
Fuck.
defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually
There
lead
we
their
go,
team to
first
victory.
down.
So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
And it'll be another advertisement for Snickers or not.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
All right, running time. We don't do enough runs, I feel, sometimes.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The tackle made by
Mind you, lately we haven't been getting much yards. We didn't even
NFL
get anything
game,
on that one.
But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
There we go.
They
There we
showed
go.
off the
Nice.
athletic juke. Good little game
got
there.
some
Not a
yardage.
whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A second down completion.
We're
got him
relying
7.
on you.
Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
A give to Jones.
Come on, get us something
And he's
here.
gonna
Come
be
on, come on.
stopped up at about the
Back.
47-yard line.
We're gonna punt.
Just a 1-yard
probably.
pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is...
What's the plan? And you're gonna punt it, or are you gonna try for it? Yeah, punt. Come on. Oh, you guys are gonna let them get something here, aren't you? Touchdown. Fuck's sake.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock.
And there we go,
What they
a
need
little
to do is
bit.
play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, get us some yards. Don't lose yards this time.
Here's Jones.
Come on, first down,
3
good.
yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I want to run the time down, but at the same time, I want.
They don't need to run
want a
another play
chance
here
at that.
before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, let's go.
I think I'm just gonna let the 2-minute warning go.
Time for a break. We're back
Let
to
the
see
time
what
run down.
happens after this.
All right, let's see what we're gonna do.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
we need a completion so we can run this clock down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over
There
the
we
middle,
go.
complete. It's Henderson. And now right out of the
Ah,
2-minute
they're taking
break.
timeouts.
We'll get a timeout
Fuck
used
sakes.
defensively with 1:56 to go.
They're trying to stop us from being able to run down the clock.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle.
There we go,
That's
first
Henderson.
down again.
And now we're going to get a timeout.
And they're taking another
defensively.
timeout.
So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
They'll probably take one more after we get another completion here.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Completes it.
There we go. There we go. Another first down.
And they'll get him down.
And they take their last
inside the 40.
timeout.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now following that timeout, the defense
completions,
back out onto
guys.
the
So we
field.
can burn this
So
time.
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They're going to look to throw. Complete.
There
This is
we go.
Lewis. A good pickup there.
Now we can
8
run down the
yards on
time a
first
bit.
down completion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Facing a 2nd and 2
we're not in a
after that
hurry.
last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gonna let the time run down here for a bit.
What? 90.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline. And
Another
that's
first
well
down.
done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Well, they
Is
got
he
the
out of
yardage they
bounds?
needed
Did he
there.
go
Picked
out
up
of
the
bounds?
first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they
Ah,
have
time
as well as
stop.
they understand
Damn.
where they are in the field?
All right, we're going to kneel. Okay. Guess we'll kneel.
Let's go. What?
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
You're going to have to take another knee soon. Yeah, I think we'll take a knee.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, slow down, slow down. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ha-ha.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done.
Should be it.
How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something.
Should be the game there.
In this one. Well, Charles, the forecast
that's
called
game,
for
guys.
rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire
Wasn't a big game,
These
and
two
it was
teams,
rough at the
they had
beginning,
fun getting
but we
dirty
won
out
it.
there. They love the slop.
Did you
That
trust
has
the
been
forecast
3
ahead
in a
of
row
time?
now,
Hey,
finally,
let's
for
go.
us. We
Yep,
got a
yep,
little
yep,
bit of a
yep,
winning
yep.
streak
When I
going.
saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth.
I think we needed 300 yards though today, and I don't think we got that.
But let's face it, it's kind of fun.
Unless
to watch
it's
these
combining
types of games,
both
isn't it?
pass
It is. By
and
the way,
rush yards.
How
I'm not
impressive
sure.
is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Green Bay, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And
So our
they'll get a few
completion came
extra
back
days
up
to
to
get ready for next week,
65.1
where they
when we
take
were
on the Minnesota
at one
Vikings.
point,
Meanwhile,
what,
for
we were like
Seattle,
1 and
it's loss
8
number
at the
3
beginning.
for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next
Our
week for a
completion came up,
matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, but still not as good as his. His completion is way better. All right, so we did get our 300-yard total of offense that we wanted. It says protect the ball, no turnovers. No, did we have a turnover? Like, I don't know what it means by turnover? Because I don't think we had an interception. So what's a turnover then? I'm not exactly sure what they're talking about there. One passing touchdown we got, which was what they wanted. 59 downs played, 294 passing yards. So we had our fantasy goals this week. Weekly training was 100% because we got gold this week. And we're getting closer to those season passing yards. Getting closer to the season passing touchdowns. A rushing season touchdown still haven't, but I don't understand that. Like we had handing it to the runner, is that not a rushing touchdown, or do you need like a good distance for rushing touchdowns? I'm not sure, because it also says we'd have 0 of the 500 season rushing yards. So what is it asking? I don't know. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Take care and have a good day.